going on, everybody? I appreciate you guys for tuning in and seeing another one of these videos. These last 2 weeks, ever since the drop of that one video pertaining to not having sex, has been a whirlwind. And I appreciate just the constant encouragement that I'm getting from so many people. And I wanted to follow up and talk about this past week on the conversations I've been having with many people. And it pertains to my now journey, right? And why I'm so convicted the way I'm so convicted when it comes to Christ and what I'm doing and how I go about life and just how do I know? How do I know and how do I just now with this new journey, with this new focus in life I'm not even preaching. I'm not even trying to convince anybody. I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm just really working through me. And I wanted to share this with a lot of people that I think that struggle with the fact that when they find this new journey with Christ and they find the goodness of God, how it's easy to want to share this with all your friends, want to get this out there, want to make sure they know the goodness that you're feeling, all the great things that are happening to you and all this newfound truth that you have. You want to go and give it to them and you want to inspire them to be where you're at and really convince them and motivate them the way you feel. But remember, scale it back. Some people aren't ready just yet. For instance, I think about my journey. And if this happened about 5-10 years ago, I don't think I would be able to receive what I'm receiving, all the many blessings that I've seen, all the people I've connected to. And so I think about it. And I'm like, for all those people who are going on this journey. So whenever you see this video, you may have been a Christ follower way back when, or you're just newfound, or you're just, reborn and you're back in it. I encourage you to really take the time to walk the walk yourself. The one thing I'm learning in these last 4.5 months in my journey thus far, it's not convincing people with my words. It's truly convincing people with my actions, the things that I do, the posts that I put out, the conversations that I have, how I come about things. At no time or another, when I have conversations with people who are non-believers or believers or in between, do I ever press on the fact of the Bible. I never push it on them. I never say oh, you need to this and you need to that. It's never like that. Because just like we all know with life in general, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? And that's a journey that we all struggle with, right? Really trying to not necessarily perfect life, but we're progressing. We're going to fall at times. We're going to, and certain people are going to point things out about you. And there's going to be times that people be like, see, they were just waiting for you to fall. And they're just like, see, you're not as godlike that you think you are. And you can't be shaken up about that. I just want to encourage you to realize something. You stick true to your facts. You stick to your truth. You go out with that true intent. You go out with the strength of God inside of you. You can't go wrong. If you truly, authentically aim to put forth what God is doing to you forward, trust me, life becomes so less complicated, less stressful. Will they be worried, doubt, and stuff? Yeah, worried, doubt, and fear happens, but it's part of the process. When you're getting closer to God, the enemy's going to go ahead and attack you. That's the point of all this. Can you stay in it with God? Can you still trust and believe that he is steering you to the promised land, that he's going to bring you blessings, that through this feeling of loneliness or this deserted or this desert that you're walking through, can you still give him the glory? That's the journey that I think a lot of us will fall into many times and have to get to a point to understand that that's a blessing on its own. The fact that you've been chosen to walk through this desert feeling of God not being there. And now you have to make a conscious choice to still pray to him, to still glorify him, to still worship, to still talk to him, even in your moments of weakness. It's the challenge that we all should, when you get to that point, accept, because that really brings out how much faith you have in this journey and in what God's going to do for you. And I speak like this, all you guys have, those have been following me for a minute, or if you go back to a lot of my videos, I really don't talk about my faith at all. But because of what's happened and what's transpired through my life now and the things that I'm seeing unveiled to me, it's the forefront. It's the priority. It's what I feel like I should share and be open and genuine about it and not ashamed. You're coming from a person that knew about God, that was raised in a religion where, I knew about God, but I never really truly developed a relationship. And to get to where I am now, it's like mind blowing, And with the people who have been following for a minute, seeing what's happening, seeing how things have transitioned or transformed, the transformation that I'm going through myself, to the point now, the things I talk about, or even just the way I approach things. It's crazy to hear my friends and close family and stuff like that see the difference of who I am as a person in a better sense. They see the peace, they see the calmness, they see the less worry, because my focus is elsewhere. My focus is to live a good life. My focus is to be a vessel for God to work through. And it's such an amazing feeling to get to a point where when you submit and you surrender, like, he's going to be using you like a chess piece. Like, he's going to put you in certain positions and he's going to introduce you to certain people. And there's so much goodness that I've felt in these last 4.5 months and learned. And things are just continuing to go, that this journey is amazing. But I tell you this by saying, for all those who are either starting, like I said, starting your walk, reborn, or been through it, just know that you don't have to convince anybody with your words. You don't have to tell people all the time, like, yo, this is what's happening. If they ask, share, by all means. But I don't feel for myself, because a lot of people have asked me, how do you spread this newfound love of God to everybody else? And honestly, it's through my videos. It's through my connection, how I speak to people, how I now present myself, what I talk about. Am I living that walk every day? And my posts reflect that too. Like, the things that I focus on, the things that I want to associate with. Is my life, has that transition to what a godly life should be? And again, I'm not perfect by no means. Still have flaws. Still fail at certain things. Still get angry about certain things and get irritated. But at the same token, I'm working on it. And I just encourage you guys, don't convince. Just live the life. Do what you got to do to make your life better and an example of what God would want it to be. And people will automatically see it. Two things will happen. They're either going to come closer to you, or they're going to pull away and go about their ways. And it's okay. Either way, it's great. But those who are willing to engage and have conversations, get ready. This is because they are engaging. It's not because you're pushing it on them. It's because they're asking questions. So I just encourage everybody, when you watch this video, feel full of love and joy that you've been chosen. And now you can align your life the way God will want it to be, in order for people to see how it is to live with God in the steering wheel. It's an amazing journey. I wanted to share this with you guys just because I feel as though, as I'm on this journey right now, you guys are going to be seeing it and feeling it firsthand. And I want you to join me on this journey and ask questions. And if you're on your own journey, this is a great time for us to fellowship and really build upon each other. And I appreciate every single one of you for the constant encouragement, the love and support. And I just got so much more to pour out to you guys, and I can't wait to do so. So until next time, any questions, comment below, message me, email me, do what you got to do to reach out to me, and I'll be back soon. Take care, everybody. I love you. Os.